Welcome to 2017. Okay, it's been about a week, but still, welcome. So, as you've probably seen by the title of the video, I put on some weight over the Christmas period, like everybody else, because it's Christmas and New Year and you drink, you meet family, and you have a great time. Well, I hope you had a great time. I know I did. So, I put on some weight because it was just a sea of mince pies, milk trays, celebrations, after eights, pigs in blankets, turkey sandwiches, and just takeaway and a great time and a lot of alcohol, maybe, you know, as you do. So I put on about 5 pounds in 10 days. I didn't go to the gym between Christmas and New Year, so that was all 5 pounds of just water and a little bit of fat. Now, everyone's probably panicking. It's New Year, new you. They're thinking they've got to change their diet. They've got to do some extreme things to really change the way they live. You know, and some of those things aren't bad. They may kickstart you onto a new lifestyle and new way of treating your food and tracking it and things like that. That's kind of how it started for me. I started a new year and it's really helped me. I'm in better shape than I've ever been. Now, that being said, you probably think, oh my God, he's lost the weight from Christmas, he must have done something really stupid. That is not the case. I ate enough meals to keep me satisfied. I never felt like I was overexerted at any point. I was tired from going to work in the morning, but who isn't tired after having 10 days off and they have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning? I was tired. So I want to go over some of the things that I did to lose that weight, because I know that a lot of you out there are probably thinking, I put on a lot of weight and I feel kind of bad about it and I want to do something. And it doesn't take that long of a period to get back to your starting point. So I think that if you want to start a new diet, you know, maybe not jump straight into it, ease yourself into it. So do something like this, losing a couple of pounds in the first couple of weeks of January, and then assessing how you want to treat a new diet, and start making some changes. Because if you jump straight in, you go to the gym 5 days in 1 week, and then you reduce your calories, or you start a smoothie diet, or I'd start eating loads of kale and salads and this, that, and the other, and it's just too much, and you quit because you don't ease yourself in. So this is what I did, and this is what I ate to lose that Christmas weight. So I was on a bulk before Christmas. I still am, which basically means I'm eating in a surplus. So I'm eating a little bit more food, and I'm training. So I'm gaining weight on purpose to build muscle, to get stronger. After my operation that I had, building up strength is very important. But those 5 pounds were not strength gains. They were not helpful gains. That's just extra weight that I can lose. So what I've done is I took my 2,800 calories, which is what I was on before Christmas. I must have been on way more than that during the Christmas period. And 2,800 calories meant that I was gaining 1 to 2 pounds a week. Without going into too much detail about my carbs and protein and fats, which was 2,800 calories was broken down into, and that's what I track with my Fitness Pal. I'll put the logo on the screen. It's a free app. I'm not sponsored by it or anything, but everyone uses it in the fitness industry. I mean, The Rock uses it. It's just a great free app to track your food if you're gaining. Track it because you want to know what food you eat and what upsets your stomach, because you have Crohn's or colitis. That's very important. So I had 2,800 calories. So if I wanted to lose weight, I needed to go below that. And I also needed to go below my maintenance calories. Now, maintenance calories is the amount of calories you can eat without gaining or losing weight. It's just maintaining exactly as you are. For me, that's 2,600 calories. For you, it'll be completely different, because we're two completely different people. We're all completely different people, obviously. So I thought, right, 2,600 calories is my maintenance, and I want to lose a bit. 2,400 calories. Now that's not a huge amount to take away. It just isn't. 2,400 calories. So that's 200 calories I am in not a surplus, a deficit. So I am less. Now I also added I went back to the gym, I did 5 workouts, 5 training days, which is my usual training. and that's taken into account on my maintenance. I then put on top 3 cardio sessions. So that's 3 cardio sessions of 20-minute training on a 10% incline on 3.4 to 4 kilometers an hour. My heart rate was over 120 beats per minute, so I'm getting a bit of sweat on. And that's it. Dead simple, not the hardest thing in the world. I track my steps on my phone, you know, I'll get around 7,000, 8,000 steps a day. For someone who sits in an office all day, you know, that's quite good. So they're the numbers. That's what I did. I reduced the calories, not to a ridiculous amount. I upped some cardio so that I was burning more calories. I was burning about 100, 150 calories when I did my cardio session. So you take that off of, you know, the 200, that's 350 off. And then my actual workout where I'm lifting weights for over an hour, I don't even know how much that burns, but it's probably quite a lot. So, you know, I am lower than my maintenance. Now, what did I eat? How did I maintain myself and my sanity through this week of, you know, pumping up my workouts a little bit? More or less everything that I usually eat. I've got it all in front of me, as you've probably noticed, and I've broken it down into, this is my protein source and some fats, and this is all my carb source and some more fats, some healthy fats. So I'm going to bring that over here. Now, all of this was £35 sterling, and this will last me a week. Now, you probably think, well, that's quite a lot, but this is my lunch and evening meal. So that's not really lots of money. I mean, most people, if you go to Subway, you're going to spend £5 on getting a lunch, or if you go to Greg's, or you go to, you know what I mean? And that accumulates to almost 20, if that's £5 a day over the 5 weeks you're in work, that's 25 quid. It's £25. So I only spent £10 more, and I've got my evening meal side as well. Now, without further ado, we'll start with the good stuff. We'll start with the protein, the meat, the protons, the good things in life. Now, tuna is a great source of protein. It's very lean, and this can was £2. I'm not going to go through the prices of everything because I'm sure you don't really care, but I got 3 lots of protein. I got 3 lots of tuna, and I usually have this at work because you just pop the tin open, you do your microwave rice, you put it in a bowl, you have a meal there within 2 minutes, and it tastes good. You put some hot sauce in there, and you're done. You know, you can get some wraps and add that, and that, you know, that is a good meal. High protein, high carb, low fat. Now, the rest of it, I treat myself to a steak because I'd like to have at least 1 steak a week. If I either go out for one or I have one at home, just because I really like steak. And that was like £3. And this is one of my fat sources. So, I mean, it's like 10 grams of fat it's about 20 grams of fat for this, which is a third of my daily amount. Which is fine, you know, as long as you track it, you can put it in. I mean, it's a great source of fat. It's good fat. You need fat. It is good for you. Also, the king of all protein, the king of all meat, chicken breast. I got 2 lots of chicken breast. It's lean, it's diverse, it can be used in anything. You can have it with sandwiches, you can have it with rice, with pasta, in wraps, you can have it in an omelette, you can have it with anything, in any way. Chicken is king when it comes to dieting down and just general diets, living, being alive, enjoying food. Chicken is where you gotta go. Now, I usually buy some sort of thigh meat so that I get some healthy fats in, because otherwise, you know, I'd have to just like put olive oil in stuff, and I'd rather eat my fats than, you know, like drink it and stuff like that. So usually I'd get turkey thigh mince to make burgers with, or I'll get chicken thighs, which you've probably seen in one of my videos before. But I saw this huge, I don't know if you can see, this absolutely huge turkey thigh, and it's a whole joint. It's only a couple of quid. It's over a kilogram. That'll last the whole week, and I'm just going to slow cook that in some hot sauce, with barbecue sauce, and then I'm going to shred it up, and you know, it's going to be my shredded thigh meat, and it's, you know, not too fatty, around 10 grams per 100. And sometimes I'll put my thigh meat with my turkey to give my thigh meat with my chicken breast to give it a bit more flavour. Now that is my main source of protein. I also have protein powder, which I make smoothies with, or I have it on its own. But I'm not getting that huge bag out because it's just a shiny bag of protein. Everyone's seen protein. I also have eggs, whole eggs. I usually like to have egg whites as well, but there wasn't any in the shop, so I usually get whole eggs and normal eggs. Whole eggs is a great source of fat. You do need, what's it called? Cholesterol in your diet. You do need it in your diet. This is very bad for you, but it's not. Everything in moderation. So getting on to the good stuff, the carbohydrates, the fuel, the thing that keeps you going, the things that keeps you happy, the thing that you want the most. Now, starting off with breakfast, oats. I've got a plain oats because usually I will mix into my oats after I've cooked them some sort of yogurt. Now these protein yogurts are really nice. They're thick, they're tasty, and they have 20 grams of protein in, and they're not very expensive. I also get this Liberty yogurt, which is 0 fat, very tasty, sweet. It's nice when if you eat a meal and then you're still craving that little something. It's nice to have something sweet like a yogurt or a banana or a smoothie with, you know, ice in it to make it nice and thick to cure that craving. So also I just want to go over all of this food is very safe for people with Crohn's and colitis. It's very easy digesting food. It's something that you probably won't get blockages from. I've avoided all that kind of food. This is what I find, for me personally, never upsets my stomach, and I really enjoy eating it. Now moving on to the king of carbs for me is microwave rice. I have these every day in work. I don't usually go for the plain basmati rice. I have the Mexican spicy rice. There's like a couple of different types, and I absolutely love it. I have this with my tuna, I have it with chicken, I have a little hot sauce. I love Mexican food. I can have it every single day. And this, because it's just so convenient and it's just very healthy, and when you're at work, you don't want to eat salads, because one of the worst things you can do, I find, as someone with an ileostomy bag, is eat a salad. It's leafy, you don't digest it very well, you just see it later on, and you have very acidic fluid in your bag, therefore your bag can leak, therefore your skin can get burnt and irritated. So I avoid just having leafy salads. I would rather have, you know, more smoother foods, if that makes sense. Also, talking about making things taste nicer, fajita seasoning. It goes on almost everything. I put it in on my chicken. I'm probably going to put it on this thigh joint as I slow cook it. Absolutely love it. Couldn't live without it. Couldn't live without peppers to go in with my chicken. Strawberries and bananas for smoothies, and just for generally picking up and eating. I mean, I could have this whole punnet of strawberries, because I think it's around maybe 20 or 30 grams of carbohydrates. I could have either all of that or about, I think, half of a Mars bar. I don't know what you'd rather eat, but I'd rather fill up on something with high volume than have half a Mars bar, which would be gone in one bite, and I'd want to eat the other half, and then another one, and then probably another one, because it's a slippery slope. Also, sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. If you microwave them and have them as they are, just out of the microwave as like a jacket potato, I find that the skin is too tough for me. I don't eat it because it can cause me blockages, so I always roast it. I cut it up into wedges and it becomes my chips. Basically, these will become the chip substitute for me. Now, moving on from those, most people probably won't like this, but I find this is a great cheat. It's a great way to speed up your cooking in the evenings if you just can't be bothered, you know, mashing it, scraping it, doing all that kind of stuff. So, sweet potato mash, frozen. It only costs £1.50, it takes 3 minutes in the microwave. And I also got normal mashed potato frozen. And it tastes really good. My mum who loves cooking, and she'll cook for hours on end, will use this sometimes if she's in a bit of a rush. And it tastes lovely, it's smooth. If you want to put a bit of butter and a bit of milk with it to give it a bit more flavour, that's fine. It's really, really good. What I do is I have mostly the mashed potato, and I put about 100 grams of this in, because it's a smaller bag, to make it last and to give it a bit more flavour. What I also do is I have spinach. Now this bag costs the same as a whole bag of spinach fresh, but if I whittle that fresh spinach down, it would probably be about a quarter of this bag. Does that make sense? Basically I've got like 5 or 6 fresh bags of spinach in one because it's frozen. It saves you a lot of money. If you want spinach and you want to get it into your diet, you know, it's easy to put into smoothies. So I could just get one of those, put a bit of hot water in it, a minute in the microwave, put it into a smoothie, and then I don't taste it. Most of the time though, I put it in with my mash. So I put that mash, sweet potato mash, that in a bowl, put it in the microwave. While I'm frying my chicken, bring it out, mix it together, I have a lovely tasting mash, and I don't have to worry about it. Now, I think I've covered everything. So this is the food that I ate. You know, the breakfast with some yogurt, a smoothie, you know, rice and tuna for my lunch, and then an evening meal would be a mixture of chicken and thigh, or a rump steak with mash, or I also could, you know, have rice again with some wraps, because I do actually have some wraps which I forgot to get out. Now, one more little cheat that I don't know if people will like, but I think are amazing. There's no artificial ingredients, so you can't moan at me for using these. 1-calorie sprays. I absolutely advocate everyone using these. They're absolutely amazing. Basically, I think it said 190 servings per bottle, 5 calories per 5 sprays, and it's 0.5 grams of fat. So instead of getting a spoon out and measuring your olive oil and put it in your pan, and it doesn't go all the way around the pan, and you put chicken in and it burns, this, you spray the pan, it covers it in a nice thin layer of non-stick, and you know, it does add a little bit of flavour, but not much. But you know, with the seasoning going on your chicken, you don't need it. You don't need it. So that is it. That is what I did. I went to the gym still, I lowered my calories, and I ate a decent, well-rounded diet. And even if I wasn't dieting down, losing weight, I would still be eating this food. I would just eat a little bit more of it to gain weight. I'd probably throw in a couple more different root vegetables, carrots, Swedes, and things like that. But this will do me for this week, because this is the food that I'm craving. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you can take something away from this to apply into your new year, into your new regime, if you're thinking of doing something. All of these foods, like I said, are very safe for someone who has Crohn's and colitis. And that's my opinion. You know, obviously go out and try things for yourself. Don't always take someone's opinion as gospel. Now please, if you like the video, please click that like button. Comment below what you'd like to see next. Comment below if you disagree on anything. Comment below if you just want to ask me some questions, or get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from people. I have been away from social media on the YouTube side for about a month, and the reason for that is just because I have been promoted at work. Yay, promotion! So with that being taken into account, and the fact that it was December, seeing people, excuses, I just didn't get around to making some videos. And when I make them, I want to make them informative, and I want to make them helpful. If I can't make a helpful video, if my video is just full of blah and nothingness, what's the point doing it? So I hope you like the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like it, please share it, and please comment, and I will see you soon. Good luck in 2017. Follow me and you'll see the transformation I've done since my operation last year. Thank you, guys. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.